Hello, my fellow investors, and welcome back to another dividend update video. The last for the month. We have officially concluded the month of January. So let's take a look at, of course, the overall portfolio performance for the month. And on top of that, of course, the buys and the sells, and then what everybody really is here for, and that is the dividends for the month of January. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Really does help with the algorithm here on YouTube as well as Rumble. Make sure to follow us on X at Fatal Investing. If you like just on Discord, which is the best place to catch the videos, live streams, and the shorts. The link to that, guys, is in the description below. So with that said, let's get started with this video. So starting, of course, with the portfolio performance. Now, if we take a look at this, guys, we can see that from January 1st to January 31st, the portfolio has gained around $5,289.84. As you can see, my contributions are at that bottom line, and then the value, it is the top line, and which is really greatly exceeded over my overall net contributions. And when taking a look at the rate of return, it's about 2.64%. You guys can see right there. Now, comparing this to the Dow Jones, yeah, my portfolio is significantly lower than that of the Dow Jones. I mean, the Dow Jones from, well, at least just on the 1 month, right? On the 1 month, it is up 5.58, whereas my portfolio is only up 2.64, as we saw. It was a little bit, actually was over, like above the Dow Jones at around the halfway through the month, which is why when we did see that halfway through the month, it was above. But guys, it has just completely skyrocketed. Comparing this to the NASDAQ, I'm not surprised that, okay, never mind. I was actually expecting my portfolio to be lower than the NASDAQ, but apparently that's not the case. As of right now, the NASDAQ is only up 1.92%. In fact, let me just get rid of this one. The NASDAQ is up 1.92%, and the portfolio is up 2.64. Now, compare this to the S&P 500. Yeah, the S&P 500 is significantly above that of my portfolio at 3.3. And when comparing this to the Russell is actually up 3.5%, whereas again, my portfolio is only up 2.64. So out of all the three indices, the only one that my portfolio is beating is the NASDAQ, which explains it because this past week, tech heavy, the Mag 7, anything relating to AI got completely crushed because of the whole DeepSeek AI nonsense that just came out. Not really surprising to see the NASDAQ be the lowest out of all the four indices here, even lower than that of my portfolio. Okay, so now let's take a look at the overall trades for this month. First one was on January 7th. Did a purchase of 37 shares of SCHD for a price of $27.41. I put around $1,014 into this. Then also on January 7th, I bought 20 shares of Realty Income at a price tag of $52.79, $1,055 or $1,000 almost 56. Then on January 10th, this is the one that I sniped 1 penny under $27 of SCHD, bought around 10 shares for $270. Then on the 21st, I bought some more Realty Income, 36 shares at a price tag of $55.29 for almost $2,000. And lastly, on the 27th, I bought some Broadcom for a price of $202. Only bought one share, but this for a price of $202. And again, it was only one share, so $202.73. Overall, though, this month I invested around $4,533. Okay, so now let's take a look at the overall dividends. And right off the bat, guys, this is already not correct. But we'll get to that in just 1 second because something today happened actually that I'm fairly excited for. In fact, it was highly anticipated as well. But with all those buys that was done, the portfolio is now estimated to make for the year $6,891.08, a monthly average of $574.26. And for the month of January, the total dividends were $325.95. Now, let's actually see how this January stacks up to the previous ones. And here we have it. Now, as you guys know, I have been tracking these dividends since 2020. In fact, monthly dividends, as you guys can see, being tracked since 2020. So taking a look at this January, we could see that it is the highest January to date. A year ago, it was $227.73. Then in 2023, $164.33. 2022, $175.36. 2021, $35.51. And the first month ever, the first January ever where I first started dividend investing, I got paid 16 cents. So it's really, really nice compounding in general. And we could see something similar happening with the other months. However, February this year is going to take a little bit of a dip because of the fact that I did sell my Verizon. But again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The month, though, that I'm most excited for, it is, of course, the month of March, because you guys can see that last year it was $982.10. Which, if we come back over here, we can see that the March for 2025, the estimated dividends, it is $1,081 or almost $81. But there's a caveat to this, because something happened today, guys, that I have been anticipating and is actually going to make this a whole lot higher. In fact, let me show everybody exactly what I'm talking about. And if you guys have been here at all on this channel, especially the beginning of this year, y'all know that I do love my oil company, specifically Chevron. This company is by far my best valuation company that I've had to date. It is absolutely incredible, massive gains, and I think by far, aside from REITs, my biggest yield on cost. In fact, if we take a look at this, I currently hold 123 shares, guys, and these guys are paying me $801.96 for the entire year of 2025. However, they did have earnings today, which actually came in at a miss when it came to the EPS gap. However, the revenue was a beat by $3.82 billion. And on top of that, the revenue year over year is up 10.7%. So because of all this, we all knew something special was going to happen today as well when it came to Chevron. And then in addition to all this, we all knew that something special was going to happen today with Chevron. And that is the fact that usually around this time, they tell us something special about their dividend. And that is the fact that Chevron raises dividend by 4.9% to $1.71. Now, I was expecting something similar to their 5-year CAGR, which is at around 6% or so, 6.5%. So it is a little bit lower at under 5%, sure, but nonetheless, though, they did increase it from $1.63 to $1.71, and this is payable as of the ex-dividend date for February 14th. Now, I hold already Chevron, and actually, it has gone down as of today a little bit, as you guys can see right there. So I'm actually may end up buying more before the 14th, because with this increase of 4.9% to $1.71. And once again, I'm going to show you guys one more time, $1.71 per share quarterly dividends. This means that this overall position right here, when it comes to March, is actually not going to be that. This is not updated. So if we actually do the math, we can see the new number. So if we do 123, which is the number of shares, by the $1.71, we get a total of $210.33. Now, with the current one that I'm currently having right now, if we take a look at that one more time, it is $1.63. So if we come back over here and we do 123 times $1.63, we could see that this is $200, meaning that if we do that difference of $210.33, I know it's $10 difference, but I want to get the exact cent mark. So we do $210.33 minus $200.49. We get a grand total of $9.84. So now if we add that $9.84 to this estimated dividends of $1,080.91, so we do this plus $1,080.91. This gives us a grand new total dividend of $1,090.75. So almost $1,100, guys, for the entire month of March. And again, if I actually end up buying a little bit more of this company before February 14th, this will get to $1,100, which I'm kind of half tempted to do because I really do like Chevron. And seeing that, yes, Trump has put in tariffs with oil and with oil for Canada and Mexico and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, he really just wants to unleash energy production here. Really friendly when it comes to oil companies in general. So I do see a massive, massive boon and pump in oil companies in general because of the business-friendly environment. So I don't think oil is going anywhere. In fact, it serves as a great buying opportunity right now, seeing that it has fallen. Nonetheless, though, that is the overall projections when it comes to at least March of 2025. For February, though, it is not going to be too much, only going to be $294.23. Again, this dip was because I sold Verizon. Now, looking into the next 12 months, we can see that I like how this doesn't even take into account February anymore, because as if I'm recording this, it is 12:26 a.m. February 1st. But we can see that the estimated annual income goes from $6,891 to $6,905, and the monthly goes from $474.26 to $575.49. Again, estimated though, because a lot can happen, especially if I were to buy more dividend paying companies, more shares, and if companies just raise their dividend. But aside from that, guys, that really is it. Honestly, it was a very, very good month in general. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the year, especially March, especially the months of 3, 6, 9, and 12. Those are going to be awesome. And honestly, I'm really excited. I'm very, very bullish in general. Even if the markets fall, I'm still going to be very, very bullish, because at the end of the day, I'm tracking my dividends, so those are the only graphs I really do care about, right? In addition to, of course, the fundamentals. But guys, that pretty much does it for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Really does help with the algorithm here on YouTube, as well as Rumble. Make sure to follow us on X at Fatal Investing. If you'd like to join us on Discord, which is the best place to catch the videos, live streams, and the shorts. The link to this in the description below. So with that said, peace out, and we will see you all next time.